let's move on to a game we've already talked about. And my focus or my thoughts of the game have drastically changed. I don't know if they have for you, Dave, but they have for me. So when we are talking Star Wars Outlaws.
I'm going to let you go ahead and just kind of just get it off your chest here, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you guys go back and look at the first episode that we talked about this, I was never really juiced on this game. I was just never really. It's not to say that it was a bad game. It just does. It's not like a typical Star Wars game that really kind of intrigues me. So I was never really high on this game. So when I went back and looked at it, and we've seen some more stuff since then, I still like I was kind of the opposite of most people, where they were kind of excited about it, and then they saw, like, some new, some new gameplay stuff, and then they're kind of like, I was searching for something that would get me interested into this game. I was hoping there's going to be like some new features that would get me excited. I got nothing.
No, I think they did a terrible job of what they added and showed everybody. But kind of refresh everybody's memories. I was really excited about this game. I had a hot take where saying Star Wars doesn't need to be lightsabers all the time, and if you want to play a lightsaber game, go play Jedi Survivor or anything like that. And I still stand by that. So don't think I'm not, because I think it's a fight between light and dark and evil and bad or whatever. But like I said, still
Light and dark, whatever.
like the dark side, But anyway, all I'm saying is it doesn't need to have lightsabers, and I still stand by that. Where and kind of recap what the game is. So it's a third-person open-world Star Wars game where you play as Kay Vess. She's a scoundrel, not bounty hunter, scoundrel kind of criminal kind of situation. And what the new trailer kind of revealed for us, so I'll go ahead and pull that up for us. Essentially is like gave us a little bit more what the story is. Also like a couple things about it, things like that. Nothing groundbreaking in terms of like what they showed us, but essentially you're seeing, like, in the beginning, so if you're just listening again, it's different crime syndicates all meeting together to kind of say, this is our time to like not take over, but like rule the underworld of crime, saying that it'll make millions because the Empire is fighting the resistance. And visually, I thought the first trailer looked really good. This trailer kind of lost it for me. I don't know if you had the same experience, Dave. Like, visually, I thought the first trailer looked so much better than this one.
I was wondering if it was just like, because I tried to find a bunch of different versions, and like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm literally watching the IGN version, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this just doesn't, like, is this a bootleg? Like, is this, am I just not getting something here? But yeah, I totally agree. I think there's a downgrade in
Exactly.
just the graphics here.
And I think that's what kind of set me back a little bit in terms of like what this game was. And yeah, they're just showing off different elements of the game, like this new faction of criminals. And the whole idea is like Kay Vess betrayed the biggest like crime syndicate, or like the leader of all of them, which is, hold on, Zurek Besh. Did I say that right? Zurek Besh?
Yes.
Yeah, and so they're kind of after her. She's trying to become free, and so she's trying to steal their money and their fortune to kind of set herself free. So nothing groundbreaking with the story either, but there's more to talk about kind of with what Ubisoft is doing too. I don't know if you saw a lot of that.
I did see a little bit of that, and I think honestly, guys, what I'm least disappointed about was there was a few aspects of the game that I was really kind of not excited, but like I thought were kind of like cool aspects of the game.
Yeah.
They didn't really highlight any of that in this stuff. Like, do you remember the name of her little?
Yeah, Nyx.
Nyx, yeah, the little
That
pale,
guy.
right? Yeah, that guy right there. So I was like, I thought it was kind of interesting that you could have this like companion that would do stuff, for you. Like, it would
Right.
sneak, it's supposed to sneak around and like unlock doors and help you fight and like steal stuff. And I'm like, well, where's the the companion's only just ever running next to you. Like, it's not doing anything.
So I don't think that. So this isn't a gameplay trailer. This is just showing off the story, basically. And I think, like, which is fine. But I think they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot is the stuff alongside with it. But kind of going into like what you'll see in the game in terms of like some cameos. Obviously, you'll see Jabba the Hutt and the Hutt like crime syndicate. There's the Crimson Dawn, which is led by Solo's former girlfriend. Wow, I didn't write that name down. Did you get that name or not? Crap. Oh well. The Pike Syndicate, which is another crime organization that was in Clone Wars and also the Book of Boba Fett. The Shiga clan, which is the new one that they're adding in, that Massive has kind of come together with Lucasfilm Games. The Zarek Besh, led by Sliero. I probably said his name wrong. And essentially, the bounty's been placed on Kay's head, and she's trying to steal all their money to kind of buy her freedom. But
You know what this feels like to me?
money grab?
No, not a money grab. You know what this feels like to me? This feels like a studio that got overly ambitious on the things that they want to do with the game. And instead of delaying the game and making all of those things happen, I feel like they're really kind of scaling back on everything, dumbing down the story, and just going to put it out.
See, I think this game is more of a cash grab with everything that they're doing with the deluxe edition and the fact that there's a season pass for a single player game.
How does that even work?
Exactly. And so that is where a lot of this frustration is coming with. Not one, it's Ubisoft. And Ubisoft they came out with a statement saying gamers should get used to not owning their games, which is incredibly insane to me. It's like, I'm paying $70 and you're telling me I don't own my game? That's stupid.
That's why I buy physical, bro.
But listen to this, Dave. I knew you were going to bring that up. You buy this game physical, guess what? There's nothing on the game. You have to download the digital aspects of the game.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
So that is a huge turnoff for me. Yeah. So you buy this game, it's a physical disc, but the physical disc is essentially just an installer. Like you are getting like yes, I bought the game. Here's the installer. Give me the game.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
I'm legitimately upset by that.
I just don't understand. And Ubisoft, they've been they haven't been doing things right in a lot of ways. I will say, so this is made by Massive Studios, which is a very good studio of Ubisoft. They made The Division, The Division 2, the Avatar game that just came out. It wasn't bad, actually. It was actually pretty fun. I played a little bit of it. It looked really good. And they didn't try to push all this stuff that this game is pushing. And like I said, it's a cash grab in terms of, do you know how much the base game's $70, right?
Right.
Do you know how much the golden edition is?
This is the deluxe or a step above the deluxe?
It's the one above base game. So gold edition.
Gold edition, probably 90.
110.
110.
Do you know what you get?
What?
3-day early access and a season pass, and then the bonus pack that you get as the base game too. $110 for 3 days and a season pass. Ultimate edition, $130, and all you get is another bundle, a Sabak Shark bundle, and a digital art book, and plus the season pass, the 3 days early access. Insane! Like, what are we getting out of this game? Why are we paying $140? Well, after taxes, $140 for a game that's a single player, and with it, it's DLC that's in the game that should just be with the base game. So there's a mission that you don't get unless you buy these higher editions.
What do you get with the season pass? I'm still hung up on the season pass.
Cosmetics? Who knows? Why are you getting cosmetics in a single player game? Like, it's cosmetics that you have to essentially pay for. It's crazy to me. And I was excited for this game in terms like, ooh, an open world Star Wars game. But after seeing all this, it's crazy.
I'm legitimately sad for the future of gaming from hearing this. I really am. I really am.
And I think the big thing is why they're pricing it like this is they want people to buy the subscription. They want people to say, ooh, this price is too expensive for me. I'm going to get the subscription and forget about it like Dave does with Netflix.
And you just own Ubisoft online for 47 years and chisel away $7 a month.
Yeah. And again, I think it's a cash grab. They lost over $500 million last year.
Did they?
Yeah. And so they're just trying to recoup the stuff that they lost. And then I think Ubisoft and or Disney and Marvel together, or Disney and Ubisoft together is just two bad companies with two bad agendas trying to just make money.
I mean, I hate to go here, but I'm gonna go here. I'm as much as I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I love it. I love it. I grew up on it. I am one of the biggest Star Wars fanboys there is. I am officially done.
A video I watched, they said a good way of wording it. He said he loves Star Wars, but he's distancing himself just based off where everything's going. I thought that was a good way to put it.
I don't care what next Star Wars thing comes out. Like I just don't care at all. They're horrific. It's awful. And it started with the new movies. For I know people like the new movies. And people talk crap about about episode 5, 4, 5, and 6. To me, Star Wars is 6 movies, and then everything else after that is trash. And I'm gonna throw it out there and say it. Like there's 6 movies in the Star Wars 7 because you can count the Clone Wars, the animated Clone Wars. I really like the animated Clone Wars. So there's 7 movies in the franchise, and the rest is garbage.
They're doing nothing right in terms of Star Wars right now. And it's sad to say, and I hate to, for anybody that's loving Star Wars right now, I'm sorry, but it's the same story with like how we talk about Marvel. It's like they're not doing anything right for older fans. I mean, there's probably new fans like, oh, I love Star Wars now. This is the greatest stuff. But like for us, like knowing what Star Wars was and where it's going, it's kind of going downhill.
It's going way downhill. It's just not. I don't know. It's what's that term? It's not your father's Star Wars.
Something like that. Yeah.
Done. I don't care about anything Star Wars that comes out. I just really don't.
So there's no selling Dave on this game. There's no really selling me on it anymore. I was really, really, really excited at the reveal, and just based off everything I'm seeing, am I gonna play it? Definitely, because I always play like I'm a sucker, and I'll spend $70 on something I probably shouldn't, but because I like playing video games and like to test this stuff. But I just don't understand why they're doing this to us in terms of like, where they're trying to, and this is like you said, the future of gaming has a kind of dark light, or like a shadow over it, where something can go completely change gaming, where it kind of ruins it, or hopefully there's a light that you get some of these games that really take it off for everybody, but I don't know.
And I think honestly, like the bigger thing at play here is like, I don't know, dude. Like I never really want to wish something to fail. I say that all the time. I never wish that a game fails. I hope this game fails. I do. I hope it fails, because I think there's bigger things at play here. I mean, I think honestly, as gamers, as like a gamer community and as a community of consumers, I think we need to look at this situation and be like, we need to let them know that not owning what we pay for is not okay. Because if they say like, oh my God, we made $50 million on this game and they don't even own anything, like what's to stop the rest of the developers from doing that? And then you like that's the end of gaming as we know it, dude. Like my whole look at my your whole shelf of games that you own and stuff like that. Like that doesn't exist anymore. You don't own your game. They can just take the game away at any time they want. Like, oh, we don't want it on Ubisoft on the subscription thing anymore. It's gone.
And they've already done that with the Crew 1. Like you can't play that game.
Think of it this way, guys. Think of it as a you go to a Blockbuster and you rent a game for $70 and you can keep it for a while, but Blockbuster's just going to come and take it back at some point.
I'm just sad because this is a game I was excited for, because there's no really good like open world Star Wars games, you know what I mean, or like in that IP of Star Wars. And I just thought it was gonna be good, but just everything that I'm reading, and it's just not gonna be good.
For the future of gaming, Adam, you cannot buy this game.
I'm gonna buy the game.
You can't buy the game, dude.
Okay, I won't buy the game. But that's
guys, we need to rise up. We need to rise up. Share this video. Let's get 1 billion likes on this video. We need to spread the word. We are boycotting Ubisoft and their nonsense. The revolution starts now. Take back what we own.
Hashtag take back what we own. Dang, there you go, Dave. I like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, cool.
That's a good one there.
Is the game going to be bad? I don't know. Is the things around the game bad? Yes, it's really bad around the game, I think. This is obviously our personal opinion, so if you're super excited about the game and you don't care about what they're doing to everybody, then that's on you. But like, I think I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, but it's like I'm kind of sounding like that today, aren't I?
You know, if you're super excited about the game and you don't give a shit about anybody else, I mean, that's your deal.
I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is like the game is probably going to be fun. You know what I mean? Like it might have some fun aspects, but the stuff around the game and you not actually owning the game, the digital, like you buy the physical copy, but you're still paying for the digital and the season pass, the $140 deluxe edition, and you're not getting anything is crazy. But
I agree. It's overpriced. Yeah. If you guys are excited for it, we're glad you're excited for it.
there's something I saw. It was like taking back games is legal, pirating games is illegal, or like they compared pirating games versus like they said it was like essentially the same thing, but one's legal and one's not.
That makes zero sense to me, dude.
No, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Not what you're trying to say. I just the whole situation about how does that make any sense? How can you say that like you're gonna pay $70 for a game and you don't own it? It doesn't make any sense.
And you look in the movie industry, they're still making Blu-ray movies. Nobody's like, oh, we're gonna stop making Blu-ray movies.
It's like, how does this work in any other field? What if you bought guys, what if the car dealership just comes to your house tomorrow and says we're gonna take the car back?
Yeah, you bought a car subscription.
You bought a car subscription. We can take the car back at any time. You didn't read the fine print. How did Oh, yeah, somebody just comes up to you while you're walking down the street, like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna need that sweater back." Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Crazy and like I don't know. And I know that like the big push is a subscription thing, but like sometimes you just want to own a game. And like with how many exclusive games there are, it's impossible to like spend $180. Like let's see, you have Ubisoft, you have Game Pass, you have PlayStation Plus, you have probably some other ones I'm not remembering, and then you have all the movie stuff. Like those subscriptions add up, and like there's sometimes you can't play those games because you don't want to pay for those subscriptions. EA has one. Like
This is a prime example right here, guys. This is a prime example. Look at this. 1993. 1993. I love that I own this game and I can pop it in and play it any time. And it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen to you. You might not be a 37-year-old retro loser like me, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna get older, and these games that you just downloaded on your Steam account that aren't there anymore, that you can't play, you're gonna wish that you had them. I promise you guys, you are going to wish that you had them because your Steam account will not be there forever. They will take these things away. And like, if I bought this game in 1993 and I'm still playing it today, there's something on your Steam account that you love right now that in 20 years will not be there, and you'll wish that you had it.